Friday night, live improv from New York City, and I have the honor to be playing a game called Point Blank with Don Slovin. Now, let me tell you something about Don Slovin. He's one of my oldest friends in New York. I've known him since I first got here, and this guy knows everything about two things: improv and New York City. Everything. His brain is absolutely jam-packed with every bit of information you can imagine about improv and New York City. And I'm not going to toot my own horn, but my brain is also jam-packed with all sorts of information. Everything you ever wanted to know about Star Trek and pie. It's not as useful as Don's, but it makes me happy. So when you have two big brains that are so full of terrific information, sometimes the hard part is accessing the right words at the right time. Am I crazy, Don? Does that happen to you?
No, I like this.
It happens, right? It happens.
Said well.
So we might, on occasion, blank. And if we blank, we're just going to reach out with our hand like this. And we're going to ask the rest of our castmates to please, I trust you so much that I know that whatever you shout will be the right thing. It'll really help us out. No matter where we are, it'll really help us out as we do this next scene. So
I need to put a hand out. I didn't.
It's just kind of point. It's kind of a point. We blank and we point.
Do we need to do
point? Sure. Well, you could wave or you could not do anything at all.
Okay, so
technically the game's called Point Blank, so it's fun when you point, you blank.
Oh, point blank.
See what I did?
Oh, point blank. Who wrote that? Did you do that?
Oh, yeah, I invented this game back in the 50s, several years before I was born, 15 years before I was born.
This is still in the blank.
Okay, cool. Why don't we just play it? It'll be, rather than fight over what it's called.
Easier than explaining it.
All right, Don, why don't you get a suggestion?
What's a location where you could dance? You don't have to dance, but you could if you wanted to.
The ballpark.
Ballpark. Thank you, ballpark.
Other than theater, what is a field of study that's going to net you $0? A field of study.
Philosophy.
Oh, poor philosophers. I love it. Then philosophy. I'm going to switch it over to speaker view, but I am going to ask you, the cast, to stick close by because we're going to need your help. Are you ready to play, Don?
Yipper.
Let's do this thing. Terence, I was reading in this book from 1825 that the best way to live is to always make sure your feet are
bare.
Bare. Always make sure your feet are bare. A barefooted man is a healthy man.
I believe that it's Lafayette that had written that. And when he said that, he was actually barefoot. Therefore, he was saying it was part of his usual daily activity to be barefoot. But the other thing that is not in the book that he also was known for is
spinning the hamster wheel.
Is spinning a hamster wheel, which also was part of his wife's ideas.
I know that so very well. Yes, his wife, Camilla, Camilla Lafayette, wonderful person, wonderful person. And she did early work in radiation before Madame Curie. I don't know if you know that. And she discovered that one of the mutations that can happen, if you put enough radiation on a man's foot, it will turn into one of those
Pineapples.
it'll turn into a pineapple. And that is how Hawaii was born.
Oh my, I did not know that.
True.
No, I did not. Oh, I must say, Ralphers, you are absolutely one of the most interesting men I have ever met. Why, as a matter of fact, you remind me of my
goldfish.
My goldfish, who has the same thought process that you do, sir.
Well, thank you so much. That kind of simplicity, that kind of Zen simplicity is exactly the thing that I have been living for my entire life. In fact, I believe it was the great Buddha who said that to be simple, one must always, every day,
Eat a banana.
Eat a banana, and what was yours, Mike?
Sing German opera.
Sing German opera while eating bananas. It's really the most beautiful thing. Wagner and bananas.
Oh, I do hope you're going to sing now.
Of course I am. Of course I am. Kill the rabbit, kill the rabbit, kill the rabbit. That was Wagner. I hope you enjoy that.
Oh my gosh, it was a cross between Wagner and Weil. I just don't know. Oh, it makes me
perplexed.
It makes me so perplexed. I'm shaking all over in perplexity.
That's not Wagner. Shaking all over was the Beatles. The Beatles, once again.
Ooh.
I think about you a lot. I think about you in friendship. I think about you sometimes when I'm
Having my asthma.
when I'm having my asthma. And what was yours, Mike?
In an octopus's garden.
When I have asthma in an octopus's garden, I'm not sure if it's asthma. It could be drowning.
You might be listening in a different way than I am. It might be a different way of listening.
Yes.
But I do agree. I find that my time spent with you is always the most most
Vulcan.
I'm sorry, what? Huh?
Vulcan.
It's the most Balkan. As a matter of fact, it makes me want to Balkan dance.
And scene. Thank you so much. Vulcan.
Balkan?
As the Balkans say,
High five.
live long and prosper. Thank you so much, Don. What a blast. That was great.
We had to cling on that one.
Oh, it's terrible. And I want to thank the rest of the cast as well. I want to thank Barry for your suggestions, Beth Ann for your suggestions, Mike for yours. I want to thank you for watching Improv, because without you, we are just 5 weird people in our homes.